ladies, let's get into our standing Pilates class. This is super fun. We're going to be working through the core, the glutes, the legs. It really is a little bit of a full body. We're going to be using a set of dumbbells as an option if you want to challenge yourself, add a little bit of extra resistance. Go with the 1 kilogram, 1.5 kilogram, nothing too heavy. You can also do the entire class without a set of dumbbells. This class, Standing Pilates, is so fun. It's a nice way to challenge the body creatively, and it's also really helpful if you have any wrist niggles or knee niggles and you just want to do a standing class. So find a space where you can move and have fun, and let's get into it. Let's get started standing with our feet hip width apart. Keep your weights down for now. We're going to do a very gentle warm-up before we get going with the body. Feet hip width apart, arms resting along the side of the body, little bend into the knees, tuck the chin to the chest. We're going to get started with our feet hip width apart, relaxing the shoulders back and down, slowly rolling down, chin to the chest, one vertebra at a time, slowly allowing the hands to drop down to the floor, letting the head and neck be heavy, feeling that stretch to the back of the legs and the lower back. And then bending the knees, slowly restacking the spine one vertebra at a time as you roll up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Take a nice breath in as you exhale, chin to the chest, rolling down. Nice and heavy through the body. Good. And this is a nice time to just check in, rolling up, with how the body's feeling today. What I love about Pilates and yoga is that it really gives you the chance to meet your body where you're at. Dropping down, chin to chest, we'll do 2 more. So I want you to notice how your body feels. Do you want to challenge yourself today, or do you just want to move and show up? And I think we don't have to put pressure on ourselves to show up perfectly and intensely every single workout. Let this just be fun. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but it's so true. What can you do today to enjoy this movement, to connect to your body, and to ultimately just carve out this time for yourself? To feel good in your body, to feel strong, to feel confident, and know that people all around the world are joining this class with you. As you roll the head, neck, and shoulders all the way up, rolling the shoulders back and down, take a nice inhale, reach the arms up, grab opposite elbows, take a little bend into the knee, and reach over to the side, and bring it up. Over to the other side. And up. One more each side. Reach and lift and reach and up. Releasing the hands all the way down. Let's grab a hold of our weights. We're going to start with the weights, one in each hand at the center of the chest. Have your feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. We'll see once we start coming into our squat wheels what feels comfortable for you. We'll start by bending into a squat and coming up to stand. If I show you from the side, I want you to really sit the hips back, sinking the weight back into the heels so you see that my knees aren't going over my toes. Now you go down as far as what your body feels comfortable with now. We're still warming up. We're taking it nice and easy. And like I said in the beginning of this class, you can drop the weights at any time. It's there as a challenge. It's not compulsory. So maybe while we're coming into our squat, start to notice if you are feeling equal weight between left and right side. Checking that the knees are tracking forward, that they're not collapsing inwards or outwards. Starting to warm up through the quads, the glutes. Good. And today's class is really about getting stronger. It's really about challenging the body. So we will be working through quite a couple of repetitions. And I'm going to be going at my pace, and hopefully you're joining along with me, but you are welcome to go a little bit slower, because essentially we always want to move with control. We don't want to tap into our momentum or working too fast so that we're not controlled. Rather slower, focusing on form. Good. Let's go for another 8. And up. 7. And up. 6. 5, 4, 3, last 2. On your last one, come up to standing. Find a nice steady focus of a spot on the floor. Lift the heels up and lower. Just heel rises, lifting up and lower. Heels lift and lower. Good. Once again, finding a nice slow controlled rise. Whoops. Sometimes the balance might feel a little bit shaky. Working up through those ankles and the calves. Up and lower. Good. In a moment, we're going to connect the two. We're going to come into a squat and then a heel lift. The key thing here is finding slow controlled movements down into your squat and into your rise as well. Let's do 2 more. So when you're moving with me, down into a squat and up, rise and lower. Get squat and rise, lower and rise. Good. Drop it down and rise it up. Good. Let's go for another 7. Lower and up. 6. 5. Nice. 4. Oops. 3. Even if it's a little bit wobbly, embrace the wobble. 2. The last one. And then dropping the heels all the way down. Keep your feet as they are. Hands can be resting just along the side of the body. Stepping out to one side. So into a wider squat, you're going to step out and then bring it together and lifting the arms out into a lateral raise. As you step out, even weight between both feet and rising up. So it's not a side lunge, it's a step out lunge. We're going to come into the side lunges later, don't you worry. Good. Lunge, up and rise. Good. Sinking the weight back. Nice strong and stable shoulders as you lift up. So once again, not using momentum, I want you to feel a slow rise and down. So as you guessed it, Pilates is really about control. We don't want to rush through the movement. It's not about doing it as fast as you can. I want you to think form. Sinking down, controlling the part of the movement. That's where we really get into targeting the muscle groups that we want to focus on here. And rise. Going down. And rise. Nice. You can still do this without the weight. Still going to work the shoulders. It's a bit of a full body exercise here. And side. Good. Let's go 4 more each side. Squat and lift. Squat and lift. Nice. 3 and lift. Last 2. We've got 1 more each side. Make it a goodie. To the right and rise. And the other side. Good. Bring the hands through to center, straighten the legs out. Now we move into the side lunge. So this is where we sink the weights onto one side. You're going to keep your left leg where it is. Right leg steps out to the side. Going to sink the weight back. Step it up. Lift the arms up. Bring the hands down. When you step out to the side, bend into that knee. Other leg stays straight. So you really sink the weight into that bent knee. Push up. And rise. Now I want you to focus on really sinking back and using this leg, work through the glutes to push yourself back up to standing, lift the arms up. So the knee that's bent, that leg, going to drive through the glutes and lift it up. Now you step out as far as what your knee feels comfortable with. Some of you will be taking a bigger step, some a little bit smaller. That's totally fine. We're still building up that strength, that coordination, that control. And I always say this, but really meet your body where it's at. Some of you are coming to this class as a complete beginner. Some of you are moving postpartum. Some have been practicing Pilates for years, and that's totally fine. The beauty of Pilates and yoga actually is that when we work on the foundation and the basics, that's where we still continue to build strength. So really let yourself just enjoy the simplicity of these movements. And up. Good. And lift. Can we do 4 more each side? Lunge and press. Focus on your breath. Exhale to move. And press. We've got 2 more each side. One more each way. Good, last one. Push it up. Bring your arms down into goalpost arms. Step your feet a little bit wider. Lifting opposite elbow to knee into a crunch and twist and back. Twist. Now you can tap elbow to knee or you can just reach. This is really tricky for the balance. So even if you find you're just tapping and finding a lift, that's fine. Working towards eventually lifting that knee higher towards the elbow. Core and obliques. And balance. Inhale, exhale to twist. And twist. Good. 5 more. 4. 3. Oh, my arms are burning. Good. Let's do 1 more each side. And bring the hands all the way down, relaxing those shoulders. Good. Let the hands just rest along the side of the body. Just take 5 deep breaths. Inhale and out. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Well done. Step into the top of the mat. So you're going to have space back behind you. Find a little bend into the knees and then bring your shoulders at a diagonal with the hands resting down. So your arms are almost dropping down just underneath the shoulders. You've got a straight line from your head all the way down the spine. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, row, pulling the elbows up and back along the side of your body. Inhale and exhale to row. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Almost imagine that you are drawing your elbows to slide up along the side of the rib cage and lower down. So working a little bit through the back here. Exhale, lift it up and down. Good, row and down. Let's do 4 more, then we're going to add on triceps. Lift and lower. 3, 2. On your last one, hold it up there. Sending the arms back, keep the elbows high, bend the elbows, and then drop it down. Row the arms up, kick the arms back, bend the elbows and lower down. So we're not using momentum here. You're allowing the triceps to do all the hard work, slow and controlled. Lifting up for 8, kick back, bend and down. 7. Good. 6. 5. 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. All right, once you bend the elbows, let the hands drop down, straightening the legs out, taking the weight to the center of the body. Lunges and a twist. Left leg is going to stay at the front. We'll step that right leg back, bending into both knees, and twist towards the left side. Bring the body back through to center, shift the weight forward, and then stand all the way back up. And we switch over, stepping back, bending both knees, twist, lean forward, step up. So we're really targeting into those glutes. Now you go as far, I've said this before, as what you feel comfortable with. Maybe you're taking a little step for now, just to assist with the balance, and working towards taking larger steps back. Once again, it's slow and controlled. Step back, bend, twist, back, lean forward, step. If you want extra breath, exhale on the twist and up. Twist. Now I'm not going to count the next reps here because I want you to work at your own pace. This is a nice full body once again. Working through the legs, twisting for the core. Do 4 more in your own time. Good. About 3 more. And twist. Finish off your last one on each side. And once you've finished it off, coming into standing, release the hands down and facing the front once again. Just allowing the legs to have a bit of a break. Take the hands along the side of the body, bicep curl up and down. So if you have a look, elbows aren't moving. We're not swinging with momentum. Slow and controlled. Lifting up and lower. 2, 3. Little bit of an arm burn here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For your last one, bring the elbows down so that the hands are in line, elbows squeezing to the side of the body, take the arms out, squeeze between the shoulder blades, bring them back. 2, and back. 3, 4, 4 more. 3, 2, keep the arms out to the side, extend the arms out and in. Good. Feeling the burn through the biceps, the shoulders. This is 4. 4, 3, 2. You guessed it, last one stays up. Bend the elbows in and out. 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, keeping it here. Push the arms up and bend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Dropping those hands all the way down. Just give a little bit of a release for the shoulders. Got one more standing core exercise before we give our body a bit of a stretch. And it's just going to be standing marches, but I want there to be control through the core. So the arms extend up, overhead. If I show you from the side, when you lift the arms up, there's a tendency to want to arch into the back. So I want you to draw that rib cage in, feel that connection through the core, maybe a little bit of a tuck of the tailbone just for now, not tucking it too much, but just to feel a little bit of that core engagement. We're going to draw the knee up and lower. Now see if you can let that movement come from the core. Exhale. Almost like a little standing crunch. Crunch. Inhale, drop. Exhale, crunch. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And dropping those hands all the way down. Drop the chin to the chest and slowly roll your way all the way into a forward fold. Drop your weights to the floor and then just find a gentle sway from side to side. Bring your body back through to the center. Hands come down to the floor. Doesn't matter how much you need to bend your knees to get there. Bend into that right knee a lot. Keep that right hand down. Twist your left arm up. Swap it out. Left hand down, left knee bends, right arm lifts. Right hand lowers, bend through the knees a lot, slowly roll. All the way up to standing. When you get to the top, reach the arms up. Give a nice stretch through the palms. Take a side bend over to the left. Over to the right. Take an in-breath at the top. And exhale, lowering down. Well done for moving, for breathing, for challenging your body. I hope you enjoyed the class. Thank you so much for joining me, for moving, for breathing, for challenging your body. I really appreciate you taking the time to move on your mat and just to move in ways that make your body feel good. If you enjoyed this class, please give it a like, subscribe, comment. It really helps me to create more of these classes for you. And if you have any requests, pop them down into the comments. I would love to create classes for you. Have a lovely day.